What's good, everybody? Laker Boy Ace here, and in today's video we're discussing Julius Randle and how great he can potentially be, whether it's with the Lakers or if it's not with the Lakers. The reason we're discussing him is because of the Lakers' recent losing streak and how Julius Randle has been forced to basically step up his game. Has he been living up to it or has he not been living up to it? Stay tuned right after the intro and I'll break it down. Alright, so Julius Randle was the 7th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. In that draft, I believe Andrew Wiggins was the #1 pick. It was a decent draft. Jabari Parker was in that draft. Julius Randle, of course, Marcus Smart. It was a good draft class, and Julius Randle has proven to be one of the great players from that draft. However, in accordance to the Lakers' current roster, Julius Randle does not get enough respect. In fact, Julius Randle's game is downplayed a lot. People forget he was even a lottery pick or that he is one of the main factors in the young core that we have today. Now, a reason I believe Julius Randle is not as recognized is because his game has been up and down. He is not as consistent as most players are. There are nights where Julius Randle looks like he can be the next Draymond Green. The man can put up 20 points, get you 10 rebounds, 10 assists, basically get you triple doubles. But then there's also nights where he can become passive. There's nights where Julius Randle basically shies away from the ball. He isn't as dominant as he can potentially be, and that is very frustrating as a Lakers fan because you see Julius Randle and you see potential. He's a 6'9" power forward with a 7-foot wingspan who's learned how to shoot. He's got a perimeter game, kind of. He can finish around the rim pretty well, and defensively he stepped it up tremendously this season. I mean, the most valuable asset for Julius Randle, I would say, especially this season he picked it up, is off the pick and roll. He defensively can switch onto a perimeter player and not only keep up with them, but properly defend them and actually have a chance of, let's say, stealing the ball, let's say properly guarding them and giving them a contested shot. He can keep up with these guards, and that is a very valuable player to have in the league moving forward, which then brings me to my next point. Why aren't there more rumors, or let's say more people speculating that Julius Randle will be re-signed by the Lakers? The reason being is because Julius Randle in a vacuum, as a player in a vacuum, is a great player. He's a fantastic player. He's a player that'll go get you a rebound, he'll go get you a bucket, he knows how to pass the ball, and he seems like a player that you can build a team around. However, as recent years have proven, you can't build it around Julius Randle. And I know a lot of you are going to give me flack for that, and honestly, I'm prepared for it. And the reason I'm saying that is because we've given him multiple years, and obviously he's still a young player. I believe he's 23. And being 23 years old, there's a lot of responsibility and maturity with trying to basically be one of the best players on a team such as the Lakers. And so I do give him a lot of credibility. However, the reason I think Julius Randle's value, or let's say his importance to the Lakers, is not there right now is because he plays a bully ball type of game where he's very ball dominant, and with a coach like Luke Walton, with players such as Lonzo Ball, Ingram, and Kuzma, who are perimeter players who like to pass the ball and who cannot just play in an ISO system. They play in a more pass the ball type of system, and Julius Randle does not fit into that quite so well. And that's the reason you see Larry Nance starting, right? That's the reason you've seen Kuzma start, and Julius Randle has rarely gotten the start. In fact, the reason I made this video, this topic today, is because Randle just got the start as the power forward in the game against the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers won that game. You know, it was a bummer. Actually, I had a feeling the Lakers were going to win. We should have won that game. Half of the Clippers players are injured. Griffin came back that game, scored like 24 points. Randle had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists, which is tremendous. That's great. That's a good stat line. However, sometimes Randle can put up these numbers, but I feel like it doesn't affect the team in a proper way, right? And that is the alarming factor to me. And that is why I feel like not many people are that obsessed with the idea of re-signing Randle. That's why not many people are that obsessed with the idea of Randle being that purple and gold member for life. It's because we have given him chances, and a lot of times people seem disappointed. Now, in my personal opinion, I will continue to support Randle. I will continue to love his game because I do think he's talented, and goddammit, I do think he has skill. I think a player like him is relatively rare to find in the league with the versatile offensive game he has, yet also the versatile defensive matchups that he can prove to play on the court with. Now, with that being said, do I think the Lakers should re-sign him? No, I don't. I personally believe there's two options the Lakers could do, right? They could sign 2 max players in the free agency and let go of Randle along with KCP. right, and not sign them. Let another team sign them, and I'm sure Randle will thrive in a system that is less dominant on passing the ball. If you give Randle the ball and kind of revolve it around him, he will put up numbers. However, I'm not too confident that will translate into wins. Regardless, you can do that. Or you could always do the route where you re-sign Randle and sign one max player, right? That can also be proven to potentially be something that can happen with the Lakers, right? There's different routes we can take. However, the main initiative and the main driving point I'm making in this video is that Randle is not the primary focus in the Lakers' future. Sure, he will revolve and have some say in the moves that we have moving forward with the organization. However, I'm saying we like I make these moves. I'm stupid. The Lakers moves. And with Randle in the picture, he's obviously going to be an asset, but he is not the asset. And I think that's the sad truth here. You know, Randle is a player that I've grown to love. Many of you have grown to love. If you've been following the Lakers since basically Kobe's old age days, you know, you've grown to love Randle, and back when D'Angelo was even on the team, you grew to love him, and you just want these players to succeed, whether it's with the Lakers or not even on the Lakers, right? And so that's what I wish Randle the best for, and I hope that we do keep him somehow. I hope that maybe towards the end of the season or starting right now, because right now he needs to prove himself that he can prove to be the guy we want him to be, because he does have that skill set and he does have that dominant game. You know, I want him to do that just so the Lakers front office can see that he is valuable, and just so we can even see that he's valuable, and just kind of figure out a way to implement him into the system that we're trying to create right now. But anyways, that was my little tangent on Randle. He is an asset, but he's not the asset. And I do think as valuable as he is in a vacuum, in regards to the team as a whole, he is not that valuable. In fact, sometimes he can draw from the team and it can affect us negatively. Alright, with that being said, let's real quick break into the game. The main reason I even created this video was because of this game, because I saw Randle ball, right? The guy had 18 points, 7 rebounds. He did his thing. His transition game was on point. At times I saw him switch up on a perimeter player defensively, just as I mentioned earlier, and he did a great job at that, you know. Played a solid 30 minutes in this game, or 29. He played 30 minutes. However, as impressive as that may seem, Kyle Kuzma played 37. I believe KCP played a bit more. And with that being said, it just shows you that even the coaching staff is not giving Randle that many minutes, or not giving him the opportunity to showcase his abilities. Now, the reason why that is, we don't know, right? All I know is if you give Randle more minutes on a team that is more committed to him, he will maybe do better. Will that translate to wins? Not entirely sure. All I'm gonna say is, I love Randle, great player. Good game against the Clippers. Shout out to Jordan Clarkson. He had like 20 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. He did a fantastic job, and he killed it. And JC's another guy I want to touch up on, but that's a topic for another video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like. Comment down below if you agree with me. Do you agree that Julius Randle can thrive in another system that is basically less oriented around passing the ball and more oriented around basically running the game through him? I realize that's very hard to say because Randle is not like a LeBron James or a Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he is in that realm where he can kind of do it all, and he is what I like to call a Tasmanian devil, right? Once he captures that essence of his game and truly accepts his role, I do believe he can thrive, and I do hope he can do that this season, because if he doesn't do that this season, I do see the Lakers moving on from having Randle being on the squad. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, leave a like, comment down below. I just repeated myself. And yeah, subscribe.